I'm Bria Comer, and today's topic is Executive Perks, Understanding Stock Options, or SARs. The most important concept when it comes to understanding stock appreciation rights, or SARs, is leverage. Typically, a stock option is offered to someone over a finite period of time. For example, a stock option may expire in 10 years, but vest after 3, and so on. A mistake that we see people make is using this money for short-term needs. When you think of everything you own in the world, the stock option has the most potential to grow due to the fact that they're leveraged. Everything else you have will most likely have a one-to-one relationship with stock performance. They're not leveraged. But let me see if I can illustrate this for you. You have a stock option that's granted to you. You have 1,000 SARs, say at $100 strike price, and the current price of the stock is $110. So 1,000 SARs at $110 per share. Your current profit, if you were to exercise, is $10,000. Now think about when that stock price goes up just 10%. The price jumps from $110 to $121, so your profit grows from $10,000 to $21,000. A 10% increase in the value of the stock yields a greater than 100% return on the value of the option. This phenomenon lasts for the entire 10 years before your options expire. Now, when the numbers are close, like 110 to 121, the leverage is bigger. If the strike price were 100 and today's price is 170, a 10% increase to 187 would not have as much leverage, but it is still definitely leveraged compared to the 10% gross return. In our opinion, everyone with SARs should take advantage of that leverage. Of course, holding your options long-term does come with some extra business risk. Often, an executive is holding hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars in SARs. But carrying the extra business risk allows the leverage to create a larger economic benefit. Many times, when someone becomes an executive, they started out at the company right out of undergrad, then they got their grad degree, then they diligently built their career in the aerospace industry or an engineer or somewhere else, and at the 16-year mark or the 20-year mark, they get put into executive ranks. At that point, their 401k is probably already 7 figures, and their brand new SARs are worthless. When you exercise SARs properly, however, your SARs are often worth more than your 401k when you're ready to retire, even though your 401k had a huge head start. With this in mind, we need to weigh those risks accordingly. At AdviceOne, our strategy for your stock options is to do nothing for the first 8 years. Wait until the 8 to 8.5 year mark, and then let's dollar cost average out of them. This allows for that leverage to take place for 100% of your SARs for the first 8 years. Then, when you exercise the first 25% of that SARs tranche, the leverage on that 25% stops, and it's turned into cash benefits, it's turned into profits. Then the other 3/4 continue to grow with that leverage. 6 months later, maybe we take another 25% off the table, and then another 25% at the 9-year mark, and the final 25% 6 months before expiration. We do not believe you should wait until the 10-year mark when they expire. A SAR, on the day before it expires, has its full value. The very next day, it has 0. The leverage goes in both directions. It goes not only on the gain, but also on the drop. If there's a drop late in the game, it's dangerous. Everything else you own tracks one-to-one with your company's stock price, like your restricted stock awards or your performance stock awards. But understanding how SARs work differently is a very important concept. Thank you for listening, and I hope you found this helpful.